Hey y'all, welcome back to another Soul Food Sunday. Today I'm going to be cooking my dad's famous spaghetti recipe that is sure to please any crowd. And for dessert, guess what I'm cooking for dessert? Because y'all probably already know. Yeah, my family asked for carrot cake again, but not just any carrot cake. This is by far the best carrot cake that I have ever cooked, y'all. And after I finish cooking, stick around to see what Jordan and his dad thinks of everything that I cooked today. Let's jump right into it. To level up a boxed cake mix, instead of using 3/4 cup of water, you want to replace that with 3/4 cup of milk. Whatever your boxed cake mix has listed for the water measurement, use the exact same amount but use milk. Next, it says we need 3 large eggs. We're going to use 4 and we want them to be at room temperature. And finally, it says that we need 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Instead of using that, we're going to use butter and we're going to double the amount of butter. So let's make sure our math is mathing. 1/3 cup doubled equals 2/3 cup. So we'll need 2/3 cup of butter and we want it to be at room temperature as well. I like to mix my wet ingredients first before adding the cake mix. Now, one thing I love about carrot cake is you can customize it however you want. Meaning you can add raisins, nuts, pineapples, coconuts. The possibilities are endless. But with my kids having nut allergies, I can only do raisins. Now, I was at my parents' house in Louisiana this past weekend and found some brand new mini bundt cake pans that my dad had never used. So I packed those up and brought them back to the house. I would say 80% of the cooking supplies that I use belongs to my dad. So anytime I cook, I'm reminded of his love for cooking. But anyway, I said all of that to say this. I was going to make us individual carrot cakes, but my husband didn't want to take the chance that one of the kids might eat the wrong one and have a reaction. I was like, these are grown teenagers. I'm sure if I labeled them, they would know better. But to be on the safe side, I just made one big carrot cake with raisins. I did the toothpick test and the cake is completely done. It baked for 35 minutes at 350 degrees. Y'all, icing a cake is a challenge for me. It's almost like my kryptonite. I cannot make it look pretty by any stretch of the imagination. But you know what? This cake spinner that I got from my dad helped to boost my confidence in icing cakes. It's not perfect, but with practice, I will get there. This recipe is very sentimental to me because it is what I was cooking when I received the call that my dad was admitted to ICU. You know, I talk about him a lot when I'm cooking because I was a daddy's girl and it's like grief therapy for me. But I was cooking his spaghetti recipe and he was in the process of making sweet potato pies before he went off to the hospital. But it took a long time for me to muster up the courage to make this spaghetti recipe. It was like 3 years after he was gone before I could make it without falling apart. Now it's like second nature. But when he taught me how to make this, there were no specific measurements. He told me to chop this, add this, pour this, and taste this. I had all of the questions, but didn't ask not one of them. And I'm glad he taught me this way because it's etched into my brain. Had he did it for me, it would have went in one ear and out the other. And yes, I do break up my pasta. I know, but that's how we do it in this house. I'm using angel hair because I like thinner pasta when I'm making spaghetti. Everything is coming together. I'm adding pasta sauce, and if you were taught by the older generation, you know to put water in that pasta jar and shake it up to get all of the leftover sauce out of there. That's one thing my dad was adamant about when I tried to throw that pasta jar away without adding water to it. You would have thought I was throwing a $100 bill in the trash can the way he was carrying on. So now I'm just giving everything a good stir, making sure that the pasta blends well with the meat and veggies. Who is team sugar in spaghetti? I use it to balance the acidity of the pasta sauce. It's not too sweet, it's just right. After adding the sugar, I tasted it and noticed that I needed to add more pepper to give it that extra spice. After mixing everything up, I'm going to add 2 bay leaves and let it cook for 30 minutes, just long enough to let the bay leaves release its flavor. I'm about to show you a very budget-friendly way to make homemade garlic bread. This came from the clearance section at Walmart for 30 cents, y'all. Always check the bakery clearance to find deals on bread. I like to stock up and freeze it when I find it on clearance, and it tastes just as good as fresh bread. I'm taking the roll and cutting it in half, being careful not to cut up my silicone baking mat. All you have to do is add garlic powder and Italian herbs to some melted butter and then rub it all over the bread. When I saw how much that Texas toast was, I was like, I know that I can make this at a much cheaper price, and it will stretch further than those 8 slices that you get in the box. I'm just buttering the front and the back to give it that extra garlic butter flavor. These will go into the oven at 400 degrees for about 5 to 7 minutes. And then I'm going to take my pizza cutter and cut them into slices. Y'all, look at what I was able to create with just 30 cents.
Episode of Jordan's Reviews. As you can notice today, yes, I'm wearing a little Mardi Gras fit. That's because I am just that ecstatic about this food. Listen, my mother's cooking is my pride and joy. I live for taste testing this. This is my soul, like my whole blood force. If I didn't make that clear already, I think I just did with that little exclamation. I'm rambling. Yes, I'm rambling. But that's why the necklace is here. So I got the exclamation out the way. Now, on to the food. What I see before me here today, we've got carrot cake. That's delicious to me. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Listen, I like red velvet cake, chocolate cake. I'll eat just about any cake. I even like lemon cake. What was it called? I think it was lemon cake. I even had a lime cake before, I think. Maybe. It was delicious. It might have been lime pie, I can't tell, but I just know it had something to do with lime. I do like lime flavored things. I'm getting off subject. And I also see what we have here today. Some mighty delicious spaghetti. It's spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was mistaking it for pasta. Spaghetti! We love it. And this is a little bread piece we have here.
It's homemade garlic bread.
Homemade garlic bread, and it looks absolutely delicious. I'm gonna stop yapping and start getting to the eating, you know? So we're going to start with the cakes going last, obviously. It's the dessert. So we're going to try the spaghetti first. We'll try, okay, here's what we'll do. Here's how we're gonna do this. I'll take a bite of this after I take a minuscule bite of the little spaghetti, but let me get an equal ratio of, you know, meat and spaghetti, you know? Let me just shake that off. Now, it's not a small portion, but it's a good, decent portion to where I can actually taste everything. You didn't get this just out the oven, right? I ain't gonna burn my mouth when I eat it, correct?
Hopefully you won't burn your mouth.
Some pretty solid spaghetti right there. Okay. I love it. It is pretty good. Now, let's see. Spaghetti on fleek. Now, let's try the freaking bread here. I'm seeing we mixed it with a little spaghetti sauce because, well, it wasn't the spaghetti, so we're going to take it off.
It has a little crunch.
Oh, we got crunch all right. Almost there. Delicious. Okay. It tastes exactly like garlic bread. I almost said the crust of a pizza, but those are two different tastes, I believe. I could be wrong.
No, it's the same.
It's the same?
Yep, same thing.
Never mind. They are the same. I was about to say, in that case, it reminds me of the crust of a pizza, which is delicious. That gets a good, and especially the crunch. Like I said, y'all know, I don't like crunchy things, but for this thing right here, we make exceptions. Most of my mother's cooking, I make exceptions for the crunchiness because the flavor just outweighs the texture of it all. And personally speaking, this, like I said, this little journey of taste testing things, it has allowed me to taste test a lot, especially overcome my. I'm pretty sure, not sure if it was the last video or video before that where I tried Brussels sprouts. I got over my hatred for them. I don't disrespect them now as I did like maybe 5-7 years ago. I really didn't like them. Then I went ahead and tried them. I said, oh, they're not as bad as I thought they were. I mean, I would eat them. Maybe not on the regular, but maybe every so and so. I like rambling because we still have one thing left to go, and that would be carrot cake right there. So without further ado, I would use the fork, but it's covered in spaghetti. I don't really mind mixing it, but I also want to get like the pure flavor of the cake and nothing but the cake. So for once, I'm just going to, let's see here. We're going to try and just take a little off the, oh, that frosting. Okay. We're going to take a little bite here. Oh my goodness. Okay, mama. Preaching to the choir with this music, I see. Okay. Color me impressed. That is some good carrot cake. Carrotly delicious carrot cake. Yo, call me Bugs Bunny. The way I be eating this guy, I'm about to eat it all. All right. With this and that, the third. Solid 10 out of 10. I mean, hang on. No. We can't just do 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10. That's what I get. 100 out of 10 for all of it. For the taste, the flavor, the taste. It's all perfect. I freaking love it. Spaghetti, good. Homemade garlic bread, good. Carrot cake, you know what I'm gonna say. It's good. So with all that being said, that is George's Reviews. Now, if y'all excuse me, I got some big bagging to do. So, big bag attack. I'll see you later.
All right, so hubby is about to sample the spaghetti and the homemade garlic bread.
That's what I'm talking about.
Put my foot in it again, huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can eat all this, but I'll try.
You know, you're part of the big bag movement. You can do it.
I agree to this.
Yeah.
And I've been watching my figure, so you know.
Oh, when did this start?
Yeah. See, carrot cake, you know, so it's healthy. It's the healthy journey that I'm on now. See, you know.
I don't know what healthy journey he was speaking of, but I'm just happy they loved everything that I cooked. It makes me feel so good when my family enjoys the food that I cook for them. You know, it is soul food after all, and that's one way we connect with each other over food. Now, I was supposed to make fried pork chops, y'all, but if you see my last grocery haul video, you already know those pork chops were spoiled. Yeah, so that was strike number 3 from Joe V's. I will not be buying any more pork at Joe V's Smart Shop. That's like the 3rd time I have bought anything pork related and got home and the stuff was spoiled. So I will be taking my meat money to Aldi and Costco from now on. I mean, it is not worth it to save money and end up sick from eating the food. And I do understand that better options is gonna cost more money, and that is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. But yeah, in my last video, I did mention that my husband found this new recipe. I haven't cooked it yet. I'm still looking at this recipe sideways. Like, do these things go together? I mean, it sounds like it would taste good if you mix it together, but I don't know. I'm procrastinating on making this one, but I am going to make it here in the next couple of days because he has been raving about this recipe. So that video will be coming out soon. We got to go to the store and buy all of the ingredients for it, and then I will get started on making it. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. Y'all are going to be shocked when y'all see what it is he came up with. So stay tuned for that. As always, I love each and every one of you. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.